Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing good and relaxed this morning. We certainly are doing well here at KL Radio, KinLance Radio. My name is Lance Lincoln. I am the senior editor at KinLance Radio. I also go by the name KinLance. I am an influencer originating from rural Wisconsin. The mission with this channel is to spread positivity. I do my best to discuss major topics and answer any questions you may have. We're still a conservative party. We are advocates for humanity above all else. Thank you so much for joining this morning. Hope you enjoy the content. Please do subscribe, drop a like, let people know there's a new kind of radio. This is KinLance Radio. The big story yesterday was the president foretelling of a period of hardship that is right around the corner. The message for people was to brace themselves during the next 2 weeks. It could get rough. So, mainly that is what I'm going to be discussing. Some of my views on the extension, essentially, of the shutdown till the end of April. I sure hope the American people take heed to the words of the leader. There is an expected apex that's sure to impact history. I hope folks do a little extra to keep the virus away from their living space and to ensure that it doesn't spread the containing of the self if the need arises. Self-containment due to feelings of illness or someone nearby who is ill. The numbers we hear today, the numbers we heard yesterday were historic. Not really ever have the people living today heard of news of this sort. Everyone has to be hopeful that those numbers aren't going to come to fruition. No society wants to lose 250,000 people. The times we live in today are strange, but it's just a brief moment in history. It would be a good prediction to assume that things are going to go back to normal the medical workers have stepped up to the plate in maintaining the facilities during such a stressful moment. Working on the front lines of this disease would be very risky. It's so good that we have people that are so brave. Really, the finest workers around, the best people in healthcare, here or anywhere else. The nation is nearing a point of pressure. However, under such a period of duress, I stand with my belief the economy, the healthcare system, and the overall hygiene of the people of the world will be regarded to a higher degree. There definitely is need for criticism, although that time is not now. The system can be critiqued, but we ought to pass on that until a resolution is in front of us. The nation will be stronger because of the strains of 2020. This kind of bending doesn't break a society. But it does force a review of what is being tolerated. Our spirits need to be elevated during this period, although there's potential to lose valuable lives. The souls that have no defined cost are heroic in their own way. For time beyond today. Those people that saw the worst during 2020 will be in our hearts. And it will be the goal of this era's history to ensure such a disaster it doesn't happen again. Referendum has a way of finding its way into society. Some changes are forced, some are pleasant, some, rough. living in modern times, can you really expect short-term change? It's to the better of the general society. The change lasts for quite some time. There is still a lot of good that lies in the hearts of first responders and heroic neighbors. The efforts of the people to hold through it and to carry on is long lasting and persistent. Every decade has some theme or story. Perhaps we're seeing this one displayed there are not ways in which we could experience a perfect society. Rather than expect a perfect existence, it's better people seek to take part in bettering the world around them. There still is a lot of power in the individual. Sometimes it only does take one person to make a difference. So the message by the president yesterday was very appropriate. It would be a blessing not to have such bad things take place. But with the warning being out there, everybody just stay safe and keep the hands clean and disinfect as much as your living space as humanly possible. Hopefully, we're entering the last chapters of COVID-19. Society will get back to functioning as normal and people won't have such an elevated fear of sitting amongst strangers or just being in large gatherings in general. We're still quarantined. Who knows what day it is? I think it's week 3. Keep up the good work. Stay motivated and stay energized. Once we reach the hilltop, at that time we'll know better days are ahead. Be well, y'all. Tune in until the next episode.